Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and welcome back to more of Baldur's Gate, where this episode we're going to finally visit the titular city. Baldur's Gate is actually open to us. In fact, we need to go there. If you missed last Saturday's episode, you can check it out on YouTube, and in the meantime, thank you so much for all of the subs and likes and follows here on Twitch, on YouTube if you're watching there, and over on Twitter and our Patreon. We're going to get started by heading straight on to this little farm area that's not too far from the bridge into Baldur's Gate. We need to go this way in order to get to the bridge anyhow. So, journey only took 16 hours. Oh, we are in the extreme bottom left corner. Alright.
It shall be as you wish.
I'm excited for more than one reason this episode.
My blade will cut you down to
Because, of
size.
course, first of all, it's Baldur's Gate time. Like, we've been playing this game for a while, and we haven't actually been to Baldur's Gate. We haven't seen Baldur's Gate.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
We're going to change that this time.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
My blade will cut you down to size.
But in addition to that, we also are looking at some sweet upgrades because our Lady Denahir here, she only has 293 XP to level up, and then she's going to gain access to 4th level spells. I can't wait for that. We have a few other characters who are not too far from a level. Imowen needs only about 8,200. Jaheira is less than 2,400 away from another level in Druid, which means that she will gain 4th level spells as well. Khalid is about to level up. He needs less than 2,100 to become a 7th level fighter. So it's looking pretty good. That's a lot of chickens. Kitty. Hello. Alright, folks, what have you got to say to us?
Keep your heads about you and we'll work it out. We just need a little help is all.
Damn it, Jabado. We can't go on like this forever. There's no way we can keep quotas up when we're afraid to come near the nets. Excuse me, who are you? I'm sorry, but we've no fish today. Perhaps in less troubling times. Wait, Jabado, maybe they're the answer to the problem. They look pretty trustworthy. Oh, yeah, the problem. Sorry for my manner, but we're a poor folk, not accustomed to trouble, and it's hard times now. We can't but get a boat in the water before she's swamped by the rains. It's that bitch of Umberly. She's the one. Steady, Telman. What he means is we're being harassed by a priest of the bitch queen, Umberly. We don't even know why, but whenever we attempt to fish, she turns the weather sour. 2 of us were washed away just walking to the docks, but we cannot prove to the guard it was her. We've been needing someone to strong-arm her into leaving us alone. We've not much money, but I'll gladly give you a magical weapon from my grandfather's adventuring days. It's a meager amount for your trouble, but it would be a great service to us. Will you help a group of poor fishermen? I think that that's probably something that we should do. After all, we are heroes. And if you're not familiar with Forgotten Realms lore, you may raise your eyebrows at this particular epithet. So Umberly is the goddess of the sea. She is evil in the Forgotten Realms. There are good gods of the sea as well, and neutral ones. But she's evil, and she is arguably the most powerful one, or at least the best known one here on the Sword Coast. Now, she's called the Bitch Queen for a number of reasons, but it's a title that she wears proudly. So, if that makes you go, then, I mean, probably on some level it should, but also that's what she calls herself, so they're just repeating what she uses. I knew we could depend on you to do what's right. She hides out near a small shack to the north. Watch your backs and act quickly. She's tricky. Good luck, brave friends. Okay. Oh. Anything in here?
It shall be as you wish.
Another cut and paste house. Well, if nothing else,
I'm gone.
even if we don't take anything, which we will. We found some floor cash.
You have but to ask.
They don't need that.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
But yeah, even if we don't take anything, we can pick those locks for a handful of experience points. Argue as you will about the morality of taking the contents of the box. But unlocking the box,
This way.
that hurts no one. We'll leave that. We'll take that.
You have but to ask.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
You have but to ask.
Okay. Let's head around this way. We'll kind of outline the lake and... Oh, yes. This area. You may hear the insectoid chittering. This is an important area. That's an onkeg nest. Now, we fought a couple of onkegs earlier in the series, and we also, of course, have that onkeg hide plate mail that Jaheira has been wearing, which has been a great boon to us. That's really good armor and really great to find it so early in the game. But a whole nest of onkegs, that's something that we have not yet tackled. We haven't tangled with that. Nobody else is really moving slowly, but Khalid is moving so quick. It makes it seem like everyone else has their backpacks full, like they're encumbered or something. Gerda. Hello, Gerda.
Yeah?
You've come here to fight onkegs? Well, listen up. It's mating season, so it's primarily females coming up to the surface looking to put on a little extra weight. They're hungry, they're aggressive, and there are a lot of them. Now, the point of this exercise is not to exterminate them, but to keep their population to a manageable level. Remember, they aerate the soil and thereby improve crop yields as much as 15%. Food is going to be scarce enough in the next few years, so keep that in mind when you're out there. No more than 4 onkegs per party. After that, it's catch and release, alright? Most of the activity starts about 50 yards to the east. Now move out, everyone. I'll keep an eye on things from here. So she is a ranger. She is attempting to manage the onkeg population. It looks like they're swarming, coming to the surface roughly 50 yards to the left. However, do not exceed your quota of 4 kills. Where are they? Oh, there we go. He spotted it before it actually surfaced, so it was like, Let's see who got that. For whatever reason. Well, it's because he's the first character, so... Okay, she's carrying gems. Actually, let's give those to Khalid because she has way more room in her inventory than he does. Minsk, of course, can carry literally anything.
Can I help you?
There we go.
How may I be of assistance? It shall be as you wish.
975 experience. A couple more of those, and Denny here is going to level up. Oh, good. We found the top. I didn't even realize. There we go. See, now we can actually travel to the gate. Now, we don't need to. Not yet. We will.
You have but to ask.
But first, we've got other stuff to do. Let's finish culling these onkegs. Now this can be important because there are other onkegs, you know, like around the map. And so one of the things that I think can happen is if you kill too many before you turn in that quest, it will upset Gerda and you can actually fail the quest. So the best thing to do is you need to kill exactly 4 Ankegs. Turn that quest into her.
All right.
Oh, and there's 3. All at one time, no less. Denir leveled up. Yes, good. We'll turn this in, and then once the quest is turned in, it will be fine. Like, Gerda won't be mad at us if we go into the nest and kill more of them. There we go. Boom.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Okay. Let's let her know. Good work. And I'll trust that you stuck to the quota. Here are 75 gold pieces. Go find yourself a room in the city and rest up. You've earned it. Okay. What in the world is... There we go. Oh, because he's encumbered. Is he? Oh, each one of those weighs like 100 pounds, doesn't it? Oh. I thought they weighed way less. I was like, where is Minsk? Ooh. That sucks because nobody else can carry one. He is just going to have to put them down. Because we don't have a bag of holding or anything.
You have but to ask.
I picked them up without really thinking. That's alright. We get to do this. Now, of course, being a wizard, she's not going to get a weapon proficiency or anything this time. Her Thaco did go down by 1, which is great. Both for spells with attack rolls and for her sling and staff. And here's the big thing. We love the lore increase, we love the hit points, but she gets a 2nd level spell slot and 2 4th level spell slots. That is what truly matters. Okay, a 2nd level spell slot. Now we have a lot of good 2nd level spells. So we've got Web, we've got 2 Melf's Acid Arrows. I think, let's do an Agonazar's Scorcher. Or Agonazar's Scorcher. I'm not sure which way it is. Sometimes I go back and forth between both. It's probably Agonazar because there's 2 N's, so Agonazar. It could even be that, Agonazar, but 3rd, 4th. Here we go. Now we only have 1 4th level spell right now. So we're just going to fill both slots. We unfortunately haven't gotten a lot of 4th level spell diversity, but that will change as we go onwards through the game. And what's important is that now we have it as a resource. We have it as an option. That's why I was so excited when we found Fire Shield. Anything over here in this little cubby? No. Okay. I'm gonna check the cul-de-sac. Let's see what else there is to be seen. You can see the farmlands right here, heading back over towards the Ankeg nest. So there's going to be more Ankegs in that area. Khalid has very millennial energy, but he is in fact zooming around for sure. It's like I was saying just a moment ago, like no one else has gotten slower, but they feel so much slower because of how fast he's traveling. That is the blessing and the curse. Oh, okay. Of any ability or item that causes you to move faster. It's exactly. Everybody looks slow versus the Flash. And also, ooh, hey. Once you get used to moving very quickly. That's level 2. I think she might already have that, maybe. Oh, no, she does not. Okay. Cool. But once you get used to moving very quickly, then it feels like you are just trudging whenever you go back to normal speed. Ajantis.
Halt! Be you friend or foe?
Obviously, this is another recruitable character. You can get him in your party. So, when was the last time someone answered foe, Tinhead? Until you tell us who you are, how should we know? I am Ajantis, Squire Paladin to Lord Helm. I have come down from the city of Waterdeep to fight against the brigands that make these roads unsafe to travel. What of you? Yeah, we're doing that also. In that case, why do we not join forces against these contemptible lawbreakers? Sure. Now go to the inn. There we go. Look at the... But, we were a team. We were bound by honor. Why is everything always so complicated? Ajantis is he's a fun character. If you're playing the game for yourself and you want a decent fighter, you can definitely do worse than Ajantis. Chicken, you better be careful. There's some big bugs in that hole. Hello, horse. Uh-oh. More onkegs. Onkegs can be pretty tough, but thankfully,
Let's give them a right thrash.
now that everyone has a magic weapon, it makes a big difference. Yeah, Ajantis does have some serious Skimbo-like aura going on. I want to know where these onkegs are getting all these spell scrolls. Like, is one of them a wizard? Because that would be upsetting. Okay, Ghoul Touch. I know we have scrolls of Ghoul Touch. He's got them. Okay, I just wasn't sure if we'd already put them in the scroll case or not. And no, Minsk is carrying them. Well, we keep fighting a bunch of these, and it's not going to be very long at all before Jaheira levels up. And right behind her should be a couple of the others. You'll see these are random encounters as well, so they're going to spawn pretty much infinitely. Yeah, it is. It's kind of... Right, it's kind of nightmare fuel.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Jaheira, stop taking acid damage. As usual, it continues to be the case that, for whatever reason, beasts and animals, you know, like natural creatures, just don't really seem to like Jaheira. At this point, my explanation is that they resent the fact that a druid is attacking them. That's all I can think of. There we go. Khalid is about to level up. Jaheira is right behind him, and Imowen is not too far behind them. A few more onkegs and we'll get there.
Please, will no one help me? Anyone? I've nowhere else to be turning.
I beseech thee, kind sir, please help. It's strange happenings at my farm, and I've not the strength I once had. I have nothing to offer, and even if I did, I doubt such as you would have need of it. Please. Okay, well, what's going on? Oh, by the Great Mother, thank you. My son Nathan and his friends went looking for our missing cattle, and they just up and disappeared. Been gone for days now, and with all the bandits around, who knows what's happened. I don't know where they were heading, but I saw some sort of tracks to the west. Please find Nathan. I can't afford to keep the farm without my son. Strange tracks. Do you think it's the giant fucking bugs that are everywhere?
You have but to ask.
Got anything in here? Asking for a friend.
I'm gone.
We don't have to take what he has. We just want to see. Just want to pick locks. $7 gold, some gems. We have more than enough money. I'm not going to rob this guy.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Okay, so now to the nest. Need to double check. The fisherman and the priestess. She lives just east of the bridge to Baldur's Gate. Okay, so she's going to be on another map. Alright, let's head down this way. And immediately...
I shall attend to it in a trice.
That is perfectly fine. I love how they burrow up out of the ground even when they are underground. So it's just the way that Onkegs are done in this game. You never see the bottom half of one. This is interesting. I think this might be the first time we've come into like a landscape map. Where the map is wider than it is tall. We've seen some small maps, but they have mostly been square.
Really not in this.
More floor cache. This is extra floor cache. Ooh, Khalid leveled up. There we go. It's extra floor cache because it's like on the floor under the floor. Alright, all of his saves got better. His Thaco got better. He got 13 hit points. We did not get a weapon proficiency this time, but we probably will get one next time. And then we will be able to max out longsword, or we can start putting a rank in like sword and shield style. Probably we'll do longsword though. Okay, good. So Jaheira only needs a little bit. Oop. If you look, like you see the characters are spotting them before they actually spawn all the way up out of the ground. Magic missiles, we knew that. There, we'll use that one up before we use the other one. But if you watch, you can see the little antennas wriggling, and you can start heading that way and get people into position before they're all the way up. And yeah, with Khalid, that's probably the case, just because his AC is so good right now anyway, and with Sword and Shield, what it does is it gives you a bonus against missile attacks, specifically. So it doesn't apply against all attacks. I would rather have the faster attack speed, for the most part right now, because his armor is really good. Yeah, when somebody gets shot at, it's almost always Jinn, have you noticed? Just like animals always attack Jaheira for some reason, they're always aggroing on her. Jinn is always the one who gets arrows shot at him. Up this way.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
We want to make him as effective as possible. Oh, this one was wearing 2 rings.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
There we go. We'll regroup. Make sure that our archers are at the back. At the rear. Ooh, look at this. They have something for us. They got us something. Ooh, and look at this. Oh, good shit, good shit. Okay, we got 560 gold. We got some potions. And
Cool one, bowl plate and packing steel.
I'll have him pick up the rest of this stuff. Well, most of the rest of it. We'll redistribute it here in a moment. Redistribute. You may have seen some interesting items in there, so let's see. First of all, okay, an antidote. Khalid has one. Minsk has one. Jin has one. I think Jaheira needs one. This is Ghost Armor, and that is Dire Charm. Those are both spells that Denahir needs to learn. First, however, let's see. Take this wand. This is another Wand of Fire. Oh my goodness. Okay, here, you hold that. Can we identify any of this without a spell? Dagger +1. A Dart of Stunning. Target must save versus spell or be stunned for 7 rounds. It looks like any other dart, other than the fact that it seems to pulse slightly when held in a hand. The true effects can be seen when one strikes an opponent, and they fall to the ground stunned. Yeah, there's only 5 of them, but those will go with our darts of wounding, because eventually she'll become proficient in darts at some point, so. It's chainmail. Let's see what that is. So she can actually carry that. Chainmail +1. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately. Brun's dead son. So that is Nathan. And he weighs 110 pounds. So we're going to have to, like I said, redistribute some stuff. Redistribute some stuff. More darts of wounding. Let's see, who can carry... Actually, let's give that to Jaheira. And that way, Denahir can carry some more of these, like, wands and things. Here we go. That way she can just hang on to those. There. So, we'll know that if Jaheira is carrying a spell scroll, then it's a spell that Denahir needs to learn and has not learned yet. We don't have any choice to take him with us. We're just going to have to leave one of these Ankeg heads.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
And that's fine.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Go for the eyes!
You can see we have a fairly infinite supply, and we can come back here for more if we need them. They sell for quite a bit to Tyrom at the Thunderhammer Smithy and Baragost. And I think there might be someone else in Baldur's Gate, I think, who also buys them, but... Oh. Pashaw. I just realized I forgot that we had the gem bag. And just because Jin has a lot of stuff in his inventory anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give this to Khalid to carry. There we go. I was already making a mistake. I'm so used to not having it. I forgot we had picked that up. So now all of these jewelry items, these trinkets, can go in there and do not have to take up too much space. And we'll give this to Jaheira as well. Okay. Looks good. Let's go this way. Make short work of these things. Ankegs can be pretty terrifying, spitting acid and all that kind of stuff, but... Let's see, do we have... Okay, this goes in the case. That's one that we sell. But we're set up pretty well. We've built a good party here. I'm very proud of us. Alright, back up to the surface. And unfortunately, we must go give Farmer Brun the bad news. I do hate this. It seems like even when you are heroic, you know, no matter what your alignment is, no matter your reputation or how well you do or how fast you do something, unfortunately, there are a lot of quests in this game that have you delivering bad news or that have sad endings. And on the one hand, does it feel great? No. But on the other hand, is that just how the world works? Yeah. Some farmer's son with no class levels goes into like a literal nest of giant monsters. He's probably not coming back. If only there was some way that we could help Farmer Brunn save his farm. Have you found my son? Is he well? Well, unfortunately, he died defending your farm from a nest of strange beasts. No. My only son. It is a black day. He died for this farm, but I'm too old to work it and too poor to hire someone else. I've lost him and the land. At least now I know. Thank you for your help, but I wish to be alone now. Yeah, understandably upset. Oh, well. Lost an item, Brunn's dead son. We did get 500 experience points for it, though. Okay, let's head over this way. We need to continue on. We'll have to remember this spot because this is where we have to come back after we complete the other quest. Alright. So, next stop, the bridge.
You have but to ask.
Now, this bridge is a pretty impressive. We didn't get a chance to observe it before. And if we had come up this way, of course, like, we couldn't cross. Not before a certain point in the main story. I don't believe without, you know, like glitching it or teleporting, using debug codes and that kind of thing, that there's anything that you can do to get into Baldur's Gate before you have addressed the mine in the Cloakwood. That is the story beat, because that's when they tell you, like, hey, you gotta go to Baldur's Gate, that's where the mystery is, that's where the adventure's headed. Listen to that music, though. Love that. Ah, there's the person we're looking for. And more Ankegs. This one had a knife. Oh. It's a special knife. Nestor's dagger. Interesting. Wouldn't you say? Where is this Nestor fellow? We will find out. You may notice we can't travel any further east of here, so this is the priestess that they were talking about.
Stop! You are trespassing on my land home.
My land home? What an oddly specific thing to call something, wouldn't you say? Only someone who probably either lived in the sky or lived in the water would refer to something as their land home. So, none come this way armed as you are. It was those horrible fishermen that hired you, wasn't it? Speak. I know not of whom you speak, child. No, sir. Well, let's find out exactly what's going on. They did send me, but I wish only to know what's going on. What goes on is none of your business. Leave now, lest you earn the same fate that they have. Interesting. So that didn't really accomplish a whole lot, did it? Well, there's only so many options that we have here at this point. So we probably have to talk to her again. There's a couple of things we can do here.
Umberly guides my way.
So she is definitely the priestess of Umberly that they were talking about, you can tell. Right? So. You return? I warn you once again to leave my home. If you do not, I must assume you are allied with my enemies. Okay. They did send us, but we only want to know what's going on. As cowardly as they are treacherous, hiring others to do what they could not. Tonight I shall put an end to all of this. The seas cry for vengeance. So you can see, if you take the diplomatic route, she attacks you anyway. So you have to do that. This is one of those sort of but thou must things. And we've seen this before where someone is going to proc more dialogue once you have hurt them a certain amount. So it doesn't really matter what you say to her. Once you start fighting her, then this will happen. Why do you do this? Don't you know what they've done? Sonner and the others, they are the evil ones. They killed my mother, and now you help them. She only did her duty, collecting the offerings from those they would use the sea. Because, of course, it's Umberly, right? So it doesn't matter whether you actually pray to Umberly or not. You make an offering to her when you get in a boat. They stole her elemental summoning bowl and tortured her for the words that make it work. Now they all misuse a gift from Umberly to pillage the seas, and my mother's spirit can't rest until it is returned. I have more power than Mother had. Umberly gave me her anger, but I can't find the bowl. All I can do is hurt them till they give it back or die. But I'm so tired. I don't have Mother's will, and the goddess is so demanding. Help me, please. So, Now this is where, of course, we have several of the dialogue options you would expect. You can say, you would say anything to save yourself, I'll not believe it. You can say we don't trust either of them, or we can offer to help. So, what do y'all think? Do we believe the fisherman? Do we believe this epic yarn that this child is telling us? This little girl? Shall we give her a hand and pitch in? Perhaps we believe her and we're going to take her side? Because even though Umberly is an evil goddess, if she's telling the truth, these dudes are assholes, right? Because her clerics don't have to be evil just because she is. They can be like, chaotic neutral or whatever. So, yeah, see, that's the good question, isn't it? So, Umberly is an evil goddess, but her cleric here is just an orphaned child who is not necessarily evil, even though she's out for revenge. If the fisherman actually did what she is saying they did, what she's claiming, then they seem like pretty heinous dudes. So which is more evil? It's an interesting question. There you go. Now see, that's kind of my take on it, right? Is like, sometimes two wrongs don't always make a right. So, shall we dispense with both sides? Shall we help the fisherman, or do you want to take Tenya's side? And we'll go back to Sonner and the others and get their side of things and see what happens. Because I would say if she's telling the truth, then yes, absolutely. They are bad guys, they are evil dudes if they did all these things. Whether or not Tenya's mother was evil. So, because look at this, they tortured her, they stole her stuff. Alright, let's do it then. We'll give her a hand and we will see what happens. Oh, thank you. The Sea Queen may yet be satisfied with the return of the bowl, but one way or another Sonner's group must no longer profit at her expense. It is probably being hidden in a shrine to another god. I don't know where the shrine is and couldn't go near even if I did, but Sonner may tell you, if you ask him with a blade. Go now, for Umberly is seldom patient, and you are not yet on her good side. Okay, so yeah, the priestess I was sent to kill is no more than a child of perhaps 12 years. Look at that. Well, that's, that's a twist in the story that you might not have been expecting. The Boots of Speed would be like 5 times more useful if you could zone from, listen at me, I'm dating myself like from ancient MMOs, I'm using zone as a verb. If you could zone to another map like with one person, but because the party has to be together, it's like they zip up and Khalid just stands there and you still have to wait. So you accomplish nothing, basically.
Waylaid by enemies and must
My blade will cut you down to
Waylaid
size.
by enemies, wild dogs. Doogs.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
These are bad
I
boys.
shall attend to it in a trice.
Not good boys at all. Thank you. Why are we over there? Did you see how it put us on like the west side of the river?
I shall
Weird.
attend to it in a trice.
Now, oh. Yeah, I was about to say, we may run into more Ankegs on the way. That's why I'm not worried about leaving those Ankeg shells behind. Because it's like, whatevskis. There will be more Ankegs. Go. Give that to her, because Knock is a spell... Oops. I will stack it there. Knock is a spell that she still needs to learn. She does not have it in her book yet, but it's also definitely a spell that is useful to have some copies of on hand. Because what the Knock spell does is it magically opens locks. And there are some locks which can only be opened by magic. Either because your open lock skill on your rogue or whomever, like Imoen in our case, is just not high enough, or because it is sealed with a spell such as Arcane Lock, and Knock suppresses those spells and opens them, whereas just picking it with Thieves' Tools does not. Okay, let's see what Sonner and his ilk have to say.
Cool tempers will prevail.
Back, I see. Huh. Have you done it? Have you killed the bitch? The priestess had much to say about the group of you. Huh. She knows we sent you? Damn, she'll kill us all for... Hold your tongue, Tillman. I warned you she was treacherous. You've gone and believed her lies, haven't you? What did she say, that we stole some bowl or something? Seems a pretty shallow excuse to kill us over, doesn't it? Now, as I said before, we are but poor fishermen. But what if we toss in another 100 gold? Will that change your mind? So we can't just abandon the quest line. We can accept the offer. Or we can just say, hey, the child has said that you killed her mother and have been taking far too much from the seas. I don't like being used, Sonner. It makes me angry. After all, we are also a cleric, just like Tanya, right? And we are a cleric of justice. Drama! Well, that's it then. The jig's up, isn't it? Well, that bitch priestess was taking tribute from us for years. The price just kept climbing. You can't sail without appeasing Umberly. A cleric of Talos in Baldur's Gate said... Talos is the god of destruction. Suffice to say, we made other arrangements for our safe passage at sea. Part of that deal was a little payback as well. So you see, we are all pawns within the friendly rivalries of the gods. You had best tread carefully, lest you step on some pretty powerful toes. Here's the thing, though. You know who's more powerful than Talos? Tyr. I suppose I have little choice, then. I've had it on me the entire time. We felt it was safest that way. Take it, but know that the Storm Lord knows who it is that opposes him. You've got what you came for. Now get out of here. I should stay well away from any Talos shrine if I were you. Vengeful things, these gods. So there we go. They sought the guidance of Talos, which surely lends extra weight to Tenya's story. We've got the bowl. Hopefully. Yes, it's the cost of displeasing the followers of Talos, but hopefully worth the joy we shall bring to a troubled child. I'm going incrementally so Khalid doesn't, like, get into a fight without backup.
Camaraderie, adventure, and steel on steel. The stuff of legend, right, Boo?
So yeah, Talos is, he is the god of destruction. And the weird thing, though, is that he and Umberlee are usually allies. They kind of hang out together. So it's like, huh. It's kind of weird and stupid that you would piss Umberlee off and then go begging for help from Talos? Like, huh? That would be like screwing over Tyr, who's the god of justice, and then going to his two best friends, who, like, they literally share a house. They are roommates. The god of healing and the god of, like, protection, watchfulness, stuff like that. The god of protection, mostly. And being like, hey, so this Tyr asshole. You return. I trust you bear good news. Indeed. So we can do her in as well, or we can just give her the bowl, which is what we're gonna do, so... Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like, Flash. Which is, kind of weird. Talos wanted in on some of that sweet, tithe action. Some of them sweet sacrifices and offerings that Umberlee was getting. Umberlee is mother now, and she is well pleased. She will deal with Sonner's group in time, and Talos will no doubt abandon them for their failure. If they are wise, they will never set sail again, for the sea will take their worthless lives. I have no reward for you, but the Sea Queen remembers those that serve her well. You will be paid in time. So there we go. And she just teleports out. She's gone. We've been promised a future reward. And actually read that one. Here we go. A future reward for my role in vanquishing the fishermen aligned with Talos. Strange, though. I do not feel as though I have helped a child so much as I have been the pawn of a spiteful god. Deities are not to be trifled with. They trifle back. Indeed. So, there we are. So why did we do all this? I'm actually glad that you wanted to help Tenya, because it's very easy to take the side of the other guys. Especially since she attacks you and there's, like, nothing you can do except to fight her. So it's very easy to do this quest wrong. But why did we do this? Well, it's a secret tool that will help us later.
It shall be as you wish.
I won't spoil it for you, but I will say it does matter later in the game
You're a queer
what we
fellow.
do here with this quest.
This way.
And there we go. There's Imowen's first queer fellow of the stream. I can't believe it took this long.
Have a bad case of armor, chief.
Floor cache, dagger and darts that we don't need. And let's put, oh, that's right. Gave it to Khalid.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Okay. Back down here, now
You
let's
have what you
actually
asked.
cross the bridge. You'll note that there are no other random encounters here as well. That one Ankeg that's just north of Tenya's house, that is a scripted encounter that always happens, and it always drops Nestor's dagger. The fact that it has somebody's name stuck on it should indicate that it's probably a relevant quest item. In case you didn't notice. Like I said, interesting. What could this be? What could it mean? We'll find out. together. Here we go. Look at this. It's a big, huge drawbridge called Worm's Crossing. This is a hell of a fortification. Chase me. Haha, chase me. The entrance tax is 6 gold pieces for each party of travelers. Please announce your point of origin. The mystical land of frolicking naked nymphs, where your every desire is granted by bald, blubbering bugbears. Hee hee. No. So, where did we come from? Not Omn. We probably don't want to say that, because things are tense between Omn and Baldur's Gate right now. We'll just tell them we're from Candlekeep. That's the truth, right? Originally, at least. It's been a while, but we're from Candlekeep. You'll have to wait here. My commander wishes to have a word with you. Okay. Well, after a moment, like, he turns around to be like, she coming? No? Okay. Guess I'll go get her?
Citizens, please step forward.
Or him. First off, let me introduce myself. I'm Scar, second in command of the Flaming Fist. Though it is not necessary for you to reveal your names, please answer me this. Are you the group that was involved in the trouble at the Nashkel mines? Sure. It's like, no? No, that was us. Well, I have to say you've made quite the commotion up here in Baldur's Gate. I can't really put my finger on a single source, but there have been many strange happenings going on within the city. It's been getting harder and harder for me to put trust in someone. I need outsiders to do some investigations. People with no connections to anyone within the city. Would you be interested in working for me in such a capacity? I suppose we can help out. We've already helped Officer Vi, right? We've got contacts on the inside. All right, then. What I'm about to tell you must be held in the strictest confidence, even though I have just met you, don't even know your names, have only ever seen you in person one time. But here is a massive political secret. Keep it for me. Do you understand? I need you to begin an investigation of the Seven Sons trading coster. The Seven Sons leadership has been acting strangely of late. They've been selling off valuable assets and neglecting many of their more profitable trading ventures. Considering the importance that the trading coster holds over the economy of the city, the Grand Dukes are noticeably upset. I've gone to talk to the coster's head, Jasso. He rudely rebuffed me, telling me to mind my own business. I've known Jasso for many years, and this isn't his usual behavior. I can't start up an official investigation, as there's no real reason for doing so. That's why I need you. Well, look here. Because we have all of this information, we have 2 options. So, we're ready to start. Tell us what we need to do and how much money you'll pay us to do it. Or we can say, we're ready to go for it, but there's something you need to know first. We think that the Iron Throne may be behind recent events along the coast. At the mines in Nashkel and in Cloakwood, we've learned much about the goals and methods of the Iron Throne, and it doesn't bode well for the future of this region. Well, that sheds new light on things. There's nothing I can really do about it now, but I'll make sure to look into it. I want you to break into the Seven Sons compound and find out what's wrong. Use stealth in your investigations. I don't want this operation to cause too much fuss. The most important person to watch for is Jasso. Once you've found out as much as possible, report back to me at the Flaming Fist compound. I'll pay you 2,000 gold for this favor. Wow, that's as much as you can get in Baragost for killing a whole-ass dragon. The estate is located on the southwest side of town. I wish you all the best of luck. Remember, once you're done at the Seven Sons estate, it's imperative that you meet me at the Flaming Fist barracks, which are just west of the Seven Sons. Oh, convenient. Okay, so we have been hired. He's just fucking off that way, but we have been hired to do a job. Ah, here's another fun character. It's Quail.
Walking alone in the Coastway Road. How smart is this?
Hey ho there, fellow travelers. You look to be wanderers of the adventuring sort. Tell me, what direction calls you? Well, let's see. We are proceeding in a northerly direction this day. It is the same for me. Surely this lends us a familial bond of sorts. The smart move would be to travel as one, especially with the number of bandits in the area. You probably need the counterbalance of my intelligence as well. No, and don't call me Shirley. That's such an old and tired joke, but for some reason it's so funny in this context. I think it's because he's talking about how much smarter he is than you, and so for some reason part of my brain, you know, like one of my 3 brain cells interprets this as like it's not a witty comeback. You're playing up the stupid by genuinely interpreting this as like he called you Shirley. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Well, I suppose I'll be on my way then, you idiot. Wait, you said yes! I mean, of course I'll come with you. My intellect and skill as a cleric will undoubtedly make your group much better than it is. Onward. I did that just so I could do this.
What do you need?
Please don't leave me out here. Do you hear buzzards? I hear buzzards. So yeah, Quail is a gnome cleric. He has a very silly character. He can be fun, but he can also be kind of annoying, so he falls for me into the same category as Zon, the elven wizard that we found in the Nashkel mines. You may like him. He may not be to your taste. He may rub you the wrong way. He's not a bad character, but we don't need him because we are a cleric. And of course we are using the cannon party as well, so. Yeah, that's a little bit of a joke there, Crow. I think that might be the reason why there's so many chickens around him, is because Quail, he puts on airs, as you can see. He really plays up, you know, how much smarter he thinks he is than you are. But he's really a bit of a chicken. As soon as you abandon him or he perceives that you have, he's immediately like, I'm gonna die. Don't leave me out here by myself. Honestly, his personality is, you know, whimsical enough to be fine. For me, it is more about his voice set I find very annoying. There you go. Look at that. What a fortification. Okay, there we go. Now you can see the first part of Baldur's Gate is available for us to travel to. I'm going to go up here and do this. And of course, you probably saw we can't travel. Oh, well, we can't travel north over there. Fine. Put my foot in my mouth. I was about to say, I don't think you can travel over there. Aha, but you can. And we're going to go here first. I promise we will go to the city, but... Minsk has been tired for ages. Like, he's already fatigued. No one else is. I do not know why he gets tired so much faster than everyone else. After this, we will rest and head into the city.
Let's give them a right thrash.
But I want to show off this area because there's some interesting stuff here. And that'll be a good first half. I'll let them catch up a bit. So many zombies. Oh hey, actually, he's got a special sword for this, doesn't he?
Let's give them a right thrashing.
My blade will cut you down to size.
There we go. Look at that.
My blade will cut you down to size.
It shall be as you wish.
Like, Khalid is already effective, but immediately starts doing better when you give him the other sword. Look at that. A single critical hit. One shot, one kill from Khalid. He got 2 of them before the others even got there. Damn. Him and Harrower are a good team. I know it's probably weirdly specific, but when I am playing Dungeons & Dragons, one of my favorite things is to have sufficient resources that I actually can keep a couple different weapons for different situations when I am playing some kind of fighter. As something like a wizard, it doesn't necessarily matter, or I guess you might think of that as that's like, you know, if you have a wand of fire and also a wand of frost, that is your weapons for different situations. But especially as a fighter, you know, having arrows for different kinds of enemies, or having the resources to actually hang on to 2 different magical swords at once. Like, this is my +2 magical sword that I use for everything, and my everyday magical sword. This is my +1 longsword that is also Bane against Undead. So whenever I fight zombies, I use this one. And no, Flash, there aren't sufficient spiders in this episode, thankfully. Been a lot of spiders recently, but... Yeah, exactly, Crow. Exactly. You've got the bow to shoot people with.
Go for the ice boot.
And then you've got the sword to, you know, to just do normal fighter stuff with. You know, it's your usual weapon that you use for most things. The Swiss Army knife of weaponry. And then your mace for when you run across something that doesn't care about slashing and piercing damage, like skeletons. And it's a good way to lean into the idea that character classes like fighters, rangers, and paladins are proficient with a lot of weapons. Because think about it, if you are a skilled fighter and you are an experienced adventurer, you would know to do those kinds of things, right? Like that's the smart play.
My blade will cut you down to size.
You know that some enemies are weak to fire, and that some enemies are strong against piercing, and so on. So you're going to keep a warhammer, and a bastard sword, and a spear. You're going to have a crossbow. You're probably going to have a net to capture people non-lethally, because sometimes that matters too. So it's just a fun, smart way that feels good, that feels like it comes together to play up the idea of, you know, a fighter is not just a guy who hits things with swords. He is a professional. And now I feel like we have to go back, actually. Well, we got to go back anyway. But when we do, I think that you have to go north from Tenya's house, maybe, to get on this side. So... Yes, exactly, because the short sword is like a thrusting weapon, and you don't need nearly as much room to use it. So having like a spear or something to fight with in the crowded, cramped tunnels, versus if you're in a big open cavern, you can swing that big greatsword, or you can use a battle axe or something in a way that you couldn't otherwise. Alright. There's been something killing peoples in and round the farms here. Zombies or something. I can understand if you can't stomach the task, but just between you and me, real personal likes, I don't know who else is going to do it. All of us have been going for a week now without sleep. We've counted 20 zombies or so keep track as you kill them, if that's what you plans on doing. Once you got them all, come back here and I'll give you 150 gold pieces some of us have pulled together. Well, there we go, and that is why. If you kill 20 zombies, he gives you cash. Thanks, that's been real generous of yous. Maybe we can all finally get a wink of sleep yet. Here's 150 gold pieces we promised yous. If you had more, we'd give them to you. Perhaps I should have bargained. Maybe he's got more in here.
It shall be as you wish.
This way.
And Anything? I doubt there's a trap.
Magic does not
That would be
rest
hard
well
to
in a
do,
tired mind.
Braylor.
I must sleep.
On the Saturday streams, we got a couple days till we have to worry about that. There we go. That's why we come in here.
Clearer with rest. Might we stop?
I've just about seen enough waking hours.
Here we go.
slave
They're all
drive.
popping off now. So,
I'm getting a little sleepy.
Jin is the only one that hasn't said anything.
I grow torpid and require slumber.
There we go. That's all of them. Now, before we rest, ta-da! It's a Cloak of Protection +1. So there we go. +1 to AC and saving throws. This is a really useful item because, of course, we already have some rings of protection +1, right? We also have some amulets of protection +1, but your cloak slot doesn't get used in the same way for the most part. So we have Algernon's cloak, and then the only other cloak that we have is we've got Relair's Mistake, which polymorph into a wolf at will. Like, we haven't even used that yet. I actually forgot we had it. And we have the Whispers of Silence, which is the Cloak of Non-Detection. So what this means, this is a great item to have and hang on to, because this allows us to use the cloak slot on someone like Minsk or someone like Jin, whoever, because like maybe we need to take this off. Maybe we find a really good amulet that we want someone specific to wear. Well, now we can mix and match because we have +1 to AC and all saving throws that we can switch between 3 different slots. Oh.
I've done had enough of this.
I shall attend to it in a... You have but to
There we go.
ask.
Alright, we will rest here because if anything wakes us up, it'll be zombies, and nothing did, so no harm done. Okay. We will head back down. Chickens. So many chickens. Chickens everywhere. Khalid takes off running, and I hear the old... What was it? It was, was it Mazda? Some car manufacturer, and they were the ones who had the, like the little kid who was like, zoom, zoom.
You have but to ask.
And that's what I hear every time. Yes, you knew what I was going to say even before I said it. Okay, there we go. So that came back down over here. Okay, so both sides take you here. Okay, I don't remember if there's anything over here. I feel like there is.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
But obviously,
It shall be as you wish.
Perhaps this group needs
we're
an
not getting
apology.
to it this way. Yeah, okay, well. That's fine.
I shall attend to it in
That
a
just
trice.
means we can go straight here. Here we go. Your first look at Baldur's Gate.
Oh, there, Wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster again. Well, it's been a while since we saw him.
Good day to thee, young one. What a marvelous happenstance that we should again cross paths, especially in such a grand city as this. I see by thine eyes that thou've no time for my wry banter. 'Tis true, our meeting was no accident, though I do honestly take pleasure in seeing thee again.
Pleasure I do not share. Leave me be, old man.
Oh, all citizens of the Sword Coast eventually pass through Baldur's Gate, and I knew thou wouldst as well. Forgive my continued meddling, but I believe it is warranted, especially considering the pressures thou art no doubt confronting. My pestering of thee certainly pales in comparison to the influence thou hast felt from others, including thine own self. Gorion raised thee as best he could, but 'tis hard to overcome what is bred in the bone. Much more so in this case, I would imagine.
What do you know of Gorion? Why bring him up now?
He was long my friend, and we talked often, though less after he settled down with thee. He was quite the traveler in his day, though he never regretted his new role as foster father. He felt a stable childhood would better prepare thee for, well, the problems that would eventually come. He cared deeply for thee. I hope this was not lost on you.
He was a good man, but we have to walk our own path, right?
I was not suggesting that thou should do otherwise. Whatever the motives, independence is always a wise course to follow. My worry is that thy lineage is harder to escape than most. Thou hast bad blood in thee, though Gorion did what he could to teach thee well and true. Thou hast hungry blood within thee as well, and it will not let thee go without a fight. For better or worse, what's bred in the bone will be dealt with in time. I trust thou hast the will to face what is within thee.
What are you talking about, old man? Will we conquer all? No. We'll do what's best, right? That's what we've done up to this point. That's what we'll keep doing.
I am sure the future will be kind to thee. For now, I will give thee my best wishes and a few names that will serve thee well. Scar of the Flaming Fist is a good man and well worth trusting. His superior, Duke Eltan, is also a good sort. Both are to be believed when they speak. I take my leave and wish thee well.
There we go. So, interesting. So Scar and this Duke Eltan all have his endorsement.
I shall attend to
That's good to know. If Elminster thinks that they're cool folks, we probably should as well. Especially since we've already talked with Scar, listen to me, and have taken up with him.
You have but to ask.
Mixing my words, my brain's getting ahead of itself. Get over here.
My prices are the best south of Waterdeep.
Hi, folks. Welcome to Lucky Halos, where the prices are so low there's got to be something wrong. Nobody sells it lower than me because nobody buys it cheaper. If you can find a price lower than mine this side of Kalimshan, the item will probably kill you. What can I get for you?
I love him. He's probably my favorite shopkeeper in the game. Now this is interesting, right? Look at these prices. Look at this. But notice that the items are unidentified. That's interesting, huh? Now, despite what he says, he does buy things at a reasonable price. So, like, we can sell this chainmail to him, this dagger, for a reasonable amount of money. Let's save it, though. Haven't done a hard save in a while, so let's do that. And here's what we'll do. We're going to buy both of these things. The Ossifier. A cursed staff of petrification. The surface of this 7-foot shaft more resembles stone than wood, but in the hands of a skilled wielder, it weighs little more than a staff of oak. Along its length appear the ghost-like images of various foes caught in defensive postures, appearing almost as though they had been suddenly turned into stone. So yeah, it can only be removed by a remove curse spell, and what it does is whenever you hit someone, it casts bark skin on them. So, cursed staff of petrification. The idea is that if it wasn't cursed, when you hit someone with it, it would turn them to stone. But what this one does, it's broken. It casts an armor spell on them. Bark skin is kind of like mage armor a little bit, but it's the druid version. So there you go. That is his first ridiculous item.
It shall be as you wish.
And that's why it only costs 8 gold. Because, of course, it is in fact cursed. Now this one. The Gold Digger +1. Crafted by dwarves in service to the Temple of Joaquin in Amn. Joaquin is the goddess of trade and commerce. This two-headed sword draws power from the gold in its wielder's purse. For the wealthy, it strikes mighty blows. For the impoverished, the Gold Digger is no better than a mundane greatsword. This is one of my favorite, like, kind of joke weapons in the game. Because look at this. It's +1 to hit, +4 damage, right? But consumes 10 gold per successful hit. So every time you slash an enemy with it, it sucks money out of your purse. You get poorer. That is an amazing item, and I do love it, unironically.
As you wish.
We are also not going to buy anything from from Elo. Lucky Elo.
You have but to ask.
Baldur's Gate is a huge area. I think I mentioned in the last stream that it actually takes up 9 maps.
Your actions.
And as you can see here, they are all full-sized. Tavern and Inn, the Shop of Silence.
Hello there.
Oh yeah, we need to be stopping here at these some of these shops. So I do want to show you around. Baldur's Gate is a huge place. The Elf Song. Oh, we have to go there. Maybe not this instant, but we do. The Elf Song Inn and Tavern. That is one of the most famous locations in the Forgotten Realms. The Elf Song Tavern. Here we go. We'll go ahead and unlock the next district.
It shall
We won't
be as
go
you
there
wish.
yet. I'll give you the walk around first. Because just exploring Baldur's Gate could probably take up a whole stream. Oh, there's Mick Feely. History of Kalimshan. Well, you can read that on your own when you play the game.
Yes?
Hello, pal.
Speedy delivery coming through. Must inform the Grand Dukes of the Nashkel Mine's liberation. They must be told iron supplies will return to normal once trade routes are reliable once again. Speedy delivery coming through.
There we go. Yes, that too, Flash. That's one of the things that's made it famous. Is, of course, it already was the Elf Song Tavern on its own, but it has been used many times as the site for a lot of different adventures. Kind of as your base of operations. Sorceress Sundries. There's a great shop to visit. You definitely need to go there. I think it's even shown up in a couple of D&D video games, maybe. Magic Scroll. Protection. Commoner, boy.
You funny looking.
Leave me alone. You're mean.
Yeah, real mean. We're the worst.
Here, stop a moment. I've got a word or two you need to hear.
Ah, you're a fine group of mercenaries, are you? Leastwise, that's the word on the street, that you do the odd job here and there. I've a boss who'd like to have a word with you if you can spare the time. He don't ask for free, though, and it'll be 50 gold just to hear him out.
Well, what do you think? Huh? Shall we listen to Niklos? Shall we take 50 gold, or maybe a little more, perhaps, and go meet with his boss? Doodly-doo. There we go. I'm not actually declining, I'm just loading it so we can continue walking around. There we go, while you think about it. And you tell me what you want to do. Do you want to go with Nicholas? Nicholas? Or do we trust that? Do we have more important things to do, perhaps? There, that's about everything. In this district, anyway. We'll visit the shops first, and then we'll make a decision about Nicholas. Nicholas.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
Ooh. Floor cash. Well, barrel cash. I like that they have some of them just kind of like sitting and hanging out. The city really feels alive. They do a good job of putting enough NPCs in here that it seems like the city is a big, lively place. I want to get into that barrel. I don't think there's actually anything meaningful in there, but... Okay, so here we go. We've got the Thieves Guild. Look at this. This whole thing is the Thieves Guild, right? All of these buildings, this whole block built back to back. The Kixy Tavern. Lucky Aloes, a tavern and inn. How creative, just the tavern and inn. The Shop of Silence. The Elf Song Tavern. Maltz's Weapon Shop. And Sorceress Sundries. Why don't we head in here first?
It shall be as you wish.
I love this building. I love the layout where it's round and then you have like the bookshelves coming out like this. Ah, it's so good. Love it. Ordelinian and Halbazar Drin.
Yeah, mate.
Ah, fair adventurers. The roads of this fair city are lined with fools, are they not? Two of the greatest are Archaeon and Nymphrey, necromancers grown bitter over lost love. Alas, but they use petty trinkets as their excuse for enmity. Nymphrey covets Archaeon's Bloodstone amulet, and Archaeon dreams of her onyx ring. Steal those trinkets, bring them to me, perhaps those two fools can at last find peace.
Okay, well. He's done with this. We steal that stuff, bring it to him. He'll put an end to it. He's a cleric,
yes,
by the way. And Halbazar Drin, this is the proprietor. And who might you be, then? Come to check out the wares of old Halbazar? Well, be quick about it, and mind you don't get fidgety when we talk payment. You knew when you came in the door that my wares were magical. Premium items demand a premium price. Let's see what he's got. Hide, armor, battle axe +1. Ooh, look at this. The Thresher +2. That is a flail. With one rod of steel and another of bronze, this double-headed flail metes out punishment right and left. The weapon's carved wooden haft depicts scenes of battle in which champions of Helm, each wielding an identical flail, wade through a field of orcs, threshing them like so much wheat. So, +2 to hit, +3 damage, speed factor 5. We'll have to see if that's better than what we've got, which I don't believe that it is. Let's see here. Dart +1, darts of stunning, darts of wounding, bastard sword, longsword +1, arrow +1, magic arrows of all different kinds, including arrows +2, which is great. Bullets +1, bullets +2, excellent. So now with the amount of money we have, we don't really have to use regular ammunition anymore. We can come here and refill anytime that we want to. Bunch of different potions, all kinds of potions. Look at this. Look how far we are down on the scroll bar. Now here's something that we do need, actually. We are going to buy one of these potions of genius. Potion of Master Thievery, Protection Scrolls. And here we go. Look at this. Okay. Here's what we're really interested in. Look at all of these spell scrolls that he's got. So let's see. We need Clairvoyance. We need... I'm not sure if she has Monster Summoning 1. She does need non-detection, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check here. Take a quick look at her spell book. Okay. Alright, so she does not have it. Okay, so we need Clairvoyance, Monster Summoning 1, Non-Detection. We already have a copy of Slow. We have Skull Trap. We've got Ghost Armor, Ice Storm. We need that. That's a 4th level spell. Animate Dead, Cone of Cold, Melf's Minute Meteors, Hold Undead, Protection from Cold, Minor Spell Deflection. Oh, that fills her up, apparently. Let's see. Did we get a copy of... No, Minor Spell Deflection is the one that we still need. Okay, let's see. Friends, Identify... I might buy that just because those are freebies, actually. So that way that's, you know, copies of Identify that we do not have to memorize in order to figure out what an item is. So that's great all by itself. Knock and No Alignment we are currently carrying. Luck we can't use because it's enchantment. Strength. Do we have Strength? Ray of Enfeeblement we still haven't picked up yet. See, Power Word Sleep, I think we do have, but we will double check. Protection from Normal Missiles, we don't. Dire Charm, we can't use. Confusion, we can't use, which is a shame. Minor Globe of Invulnerability, don't remember. Chaos, we can't cast. Sunfire, we can. Polymorph Self, Teleport Field, Farsight, Secret Word. Some of these are going to be really good. Contagion. Oh, remove Curse. Greater Malazan. Let's see. Odaluk's Resilient Sphere. Spirit Armor. And then down here at the bottom, he's got some wands of Fear, Magic Missiles, Paralyzation, Fire, Frost, Lightning, Sleep, Monster Summoning, and a Wand of the Heavens, which casts Flame Strike. That's a Cleric Wand. Okay, so let's see. The ones that we're not sure about. Minor Globe of Invulnerability. I don't think that we have that. No, that's a level 4 spell, so she can't have it. Because she only had one. So, Power Word Sleep and Strength. Those are the ones we need to double check. She does have Power Word Sleep. She does have Strength. Okay. Alright, so here's how this works. I did this once before, but in case you didn't get to see it in a previous episode. I don't know. Oh no, I do know, Nivni. Actually, it is, yes, the game does highlight unlearned spells when you have a scroll of it. It's not doing that here for a specific reason. That is because she does not have room in her spellbook to learn them, so they're not popping up as an option. That's why it's doing that. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, who's got room right now? Not really anybody. Okay, Minsk has room. We'll make this a little bit easier by, we're going to give him some of her wands. So here we go. Yep, Crow's got it. We're going to drink this potion because this gives you +4 intelligence up to a maximum of 25 for 3 hours. So right now, Denahir's intelligence, unfortunately, is 17. If your intelligence is 17 or below, there is a cap on how many spells you can know. In Baldur's Gate, that translates to there's a cap on how many spells you can scribe into your book. So, see, right now, we have... Let's grab this one. So, See, this one, it is highlighted green in her inventory because she does have room for it as a 4th level spell. There we go. See, we've got it. But then we take Rave Enfeeblement, which is an enchantment spell. You're kidding me. Oh, Lord. Why is that enchantment? Okay, we will have to sell that back like an idiot. That's supposed to be a necromancy spell, but I guess that it wasn't back in 2nd edition. Anyway, so this is a 3rd level spell. Obviously, she can learn it. Oh, damn it. Okay, I did buy a couple extras then. Protection from cold, minor spell deflection. Game, I am trying my best to make a point. Here. You don't have that one too, do you? Damn it. Okay, there. All right, now, so this is a 3rd level spell. She can cast 3rd level spells. So she should be able to learn this. It is not highlighted green. That is because she is at her limit for knowing 3rd level spells. But if we boost her intelligence to 21, she should be able to learn it. Oh, she hasn't actually drunk the potion yet. I'm a dumbass. There we go. It has to actually take effect. I was about to freak out. There we go. See, now it's green. Boom. Now she can learn all of these spells. All the ones that she doesn't already know. So here we go. Protection from normal missiles. Makes you invulnerable to non-magical projectiles. This monster summoning, it summons a monster. Does exactly what it says. Sunfire. It's like Fireball. An explosion. Up to 15d6 damage. Strikes everybody except the caster in a big area around him. So you basically call down an airstrike centered on yourself and it hurts everyone but you. Polymorph Self. Turns you into another creature. So it's a shape-changing spell. Teleport Field. This is a bastard of a spell. You cast it on a big group of enemies, and what happens is it randomly teleports anyone inside the area of effect of the spell back and forth to different locations within that area. So it just causes you to like blink all over the place within a big circle. Secret Word. Dispels 1 protection of 8th level or lower, including minor spell turning, globe of invulnerability, spell shield, and so on. So that allows you to break the spells that protect you from other spells. Remove Curse, what it says on the tin. Odaluk's Resilient Sphere puts a shield around the target. They become immune to all damage, and the only thing that can remove the sphere until the duration ends is Dispel Magic. But they also, whoever's in there is safe from all attacks, but also cannot affect the outside world. So you can use it to, in a pinch, protect yourself, or you can use it to trap an enemy. Contagion. This reduces physical ability scores and also charisma, and slows them until they receive a Cure Disease spell. Inflicts a magical disease on them. Farsight. This is a spell that lets you view an area that is unexplored on the map. Okay, there we go. I'm going to give these spells that we can't use to Khalid. Actually, no. Let's put them in here because then... No, because then I'll have to take them out again. Damn it, I'm not thinking. I was thinking I could just, open up and like from in here be able to sell them, get rid of them. But you can't do that, unfortunately. I think in some of the other later games you can, maybe. Okay, there's other ones we want to keep. Inventory full. All right, here we go. Ice Storm. It's exactly what it sounds like. Damage over time. Another monster summoning. There's slow. Knock. Spirit armor. Similar to ghost armor. The armor doesn't weigh anything. Your AC is set to 1, like you're wearing plate mail. And you get a +3 bonus to save versus spells. But when the spell runs out, you take 2d4 damage. So it's like a much better version of mage armor, except when it ends, it hurts you. Pay a price. What did I... Oh, that's Dire Charm. Did I buy a copy of that? Why did I do that? I'm playing on all cylinders tonight. No alignment. Lets you tell if someone's good, evil, neutral, chaotic, or lawful. Ghost armor. Obviously, this is the upgrade of mage armor. Cone of Cold. It's a very powerful cold attack. Shoots a big cone-shaped ice ray. Animate dead. Conjure skeletons or zombies to serve you. Here we go. I think this is about all of it. Yeah, he's not carrying any that she doesn't already know. Hold Undead. She already have that one? Oh, she does. Okay. Oh, my bad. That's fine. Might hang on to that. Non-detection. That does the same thing that Imoen's Cloak does. And Melf's Minute Meteors. This conjures little balls of fire that orbit around you, and you can throw them. They're +5 to hit. And deal 1d4 plus 6 damage. Pretty good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and give her her wands back. There we go. She's got 1 slot left. Minsk is carrying her spare scrolls. So we'll give these to him. Spells that we might want access to, that we might need. And I think that does it. She needs Identify as well. Here we go. Because we'll use those up pretty quickly. And Jaheira leveled up. Ooh, didn't notice that somehow. Improvements to saving throws, and now she's got 4th level spells as well, which is great. She's got an open 3rd level slot. Let's see, probably I'm going to take a Cure Disease so that we'll have one if we need it. And then let's see, Cure Serious Wounds. Call Woodland Beings. That's a nice one because it summons a nymph, which casts more cleric spells for you. So basically summon back up. Death Ward, neutralize poison, negative plane protection. Let's actually go with Call Woodland Beings. We have enough healing and haven't really run out in a while. So, okay, there we go. Well, that's it for the spell shop for now.
It shall be as you wish.
No, there is one thing we need to do.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Like I said, I've really got gamer turned on. Here we go. We need to sell these back. We take a small loss, but who cares? And the Thresher. Is that better than this? +2 to hit, 1d4 plus 3, and 1 electrical damage. Speed factor 2. So this is +2 to hit. 1d6 plus 3, speed factor 5. So this is better than our Morning Star, which I think is a +1 Morning Star, but it is not really better than Ashadina because even though it deals more damage per hit, Ashadina is faster and it deals bonus electrical damage, which is great if the enemy is not weak to electrical damage or not immune to electrical damage, rather. But it also doesn't hurt if the enemy is immune to electrical damage. Like, it's not gonna not do anything. It's just they just don't take the extra damage. All right, let's head down to the weapon shop. We'll do that next because we have some weapons and armor that we want to sell. We'll see if he pays more than Lucky Alo. Lord, y'all, where even is... There we go. I was about to say, where's the damn shopkeeper?
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Well, hello there. I'm Maltz. I know my place doesn't look much like a store, but I think it suits my purposes quite nicely. What is it that you'd like?
Well, let's see what you have. Do you have anything magical? If you don't, we're not interested. And he does not. Okay, so what we'll do here is just see if he'll buy some of our stuff for more. He won't buy the chainmail. He will buy the dagger +1. It's for the same amount as Lucky Alo, so we might as well. Okay. So, we're good there. Can you ID this yet? Cursed Scroll of Stupidity. Okay, well. I figured that it was something like that. We need to find some place to sell this chainmail. That's really about it. Is there anything good up here?
You have but to
Excuse me, sir. Sir. Nothing? Okay.
Nature, sir, as you direct.
The price you pay for wasting our time.
You have but to ask.
Good day, sir.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Let's see if there's anything good in here.
I've done had enough of this.
It shall be as you wish.
Love how you can pick locks in broad daylight and no one cares. They'll get mad if you take stuff out of containers, but if you just, Oh, hey, it's Archaeon.
It shall be as you wish.
Yeah, mate.
Go away. I have no need of good folks like yourselves. You're probably Nymphrey's dirty agents anyhow. You tell her that I'm on to her, that Archaeon has plans.
Alright, well...
I've done had enough of this.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. I want it to work.
This way.
Is there anything over here? Where is his charm? Okay, he has a magic shield, but we probably don't really need that. There we go. Pickpocket succeeded. Archaeon's Bloodstone Amulet. Oops. So there we go.
How may I be of assistance? You have but to ask.
We have one of the things that we were being asked for.
I shall attend to
Now
it
we just need to
trice.
find Nymphrey. And we'll take the onyx ring from her and give both of them to Ordolinian. This is why it pays to pick locks.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
If you're an adventurer, you've got to go where you're not wanted. That's where the adventure is.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Hello girl, hello boy, anything up here?
You have but to ask.
Anything at all.
I've done had enough of this.
I'm not going to take this this stuff if it's not valuable, but or not useful to us. But I am going to look and see what they have. Okay.
You have but to ask.
Say nothing.
It shall be as you wish. It shall be as you wish.
Okay, we don't want to go to the Elf Song yet. Shop of Silence. We also have this one, the Kixy Tavern. Let's duck in here and see what's going on.
You have but to ask.
Anything good? Anyone interesting? I actually don't remember. I think the Kixy Tavern is... Yeah, there's not really anything going on here at the moment.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Come back here later and it may matter.
You have but to ask.
Here we go. I knew there was another, like, house.
I'm gone.
You have but to ask. It shall be as you wish.
Hello, little girl, don't mind us.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Keeping darts up there?
It shall be as you wish. It shall be as you wish.
There should be locked up away from children. Okay, to the Shop of Silence, then to the Tavern and Inn.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Hello, rogue. And there's Silence.
Hi, friend.
Here there. A word which you I'd have. House rules you be needing to know. This here be sanctuary. Silence be our patron saint. You do anything to harm either, and every thief, assassin, and scoundrel within 1,000 leagues will want you dead. I don't know the magics that keep this place secure, but tain't nowhere else where a night sneak can sleep sound. It's neutral ground. You leave your fighting outside. Be on your best behavior, 'cause banishment for life is the nicest punishment Silence knows. So yeah, this is a flop house for thieves and burglars and the like.
Be ye friend or be ye dead?
I love that line. Night children wayward, are you? Well, you are welcome here as long as you keep your manners about you. There's a cost for each head kept safe, but I do not feel like charging today. Please rest a while with no worries. Yep, so see, it's poor accommodations, but it's safe. No random encounters or anything like that.
You have but to ask.
And it protects you from being woken up, from being attacked, from having random, certain encounters forced on you.
As you wish.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Thank you, Khalid. Khalid always there with moral support.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Alright, that takes care of all of that. Okay, so we still need to go to the Elf Song Tavern. Nephrey is in another part of the city. So we have Archaeon's side of things. Nephrey will be somewhere else. We'll find her later and then come back. You didn't think it'd be that easy, right? And of course we have the Thieves Guild here. First, into the Elf Song Tavern.
What
You
you
have
want?
but to ask.
So, right off the bat, we have some named people approaching us. Aye, you be fighters and mages and monster killers all, be ye? Well, we may not all be fighters and mages, but each of us has a monster's death throes to our name. Why do you ask? The roads be lined with bandits of every ilk and description, but the most fearsome be them monstrous hobgoblins. Do us all a favor. Place a blade into their gut. He just wanted to say that. He just wanted to be, just some quick hobgoblin racism. No big. Don't worry about it. Brevlik.
Hello.
Oh, might I have but a moment of your time? Oh, this is exciting, isn't it? Oh, wait, you wouldn't think so. You're probably used to it. Yes, well, how do I approach this? You are, for hire? I mean, I need a job done. Get my intent? A job done. Strictly hush hush, I believe you would say.
Okay, am I to understand that you intend me to do something I would not be proud to speak of? I'm not one who can be hired out of a tavern. Or we can just say, hey, just give it to us straight. It's the only time we're going to ask for that, right? So yes, what is it that you mean?
Ooh, all I want is the acquisition of an item currently in the possession of someone else. It's not as though it's stealing. Well, actually, it's a lot like stealing. Okay, it's stealing, but it's only the one item, and I don't want anybody hurt.
Okay, so, what do? What do they want stolen? We are neutral good, not lawful good. We can play around, but... illegal, eh? What's in it for me to take such a risk?
Ooh, straight to the point, and as serious as the subject demands. Certainly. You are the cream of the larcenous crop. For retrieving but one object, I will give you 500 gold, and no killing, and only the one item is to be taken. A dashing banditry, just like in the Song of Bards.
I have no wish to be famous from a jail cell. So, what do you think? Should we find out exactly what it is that he wants stolen? Are we interested in this? I'm always hesitant to turn down a side quest, regardless of my alignment and regardless of what the side quest is, especially in a video game where, there's a limited number of them. There's a finite side quests. So, perhaps we'll see what it is that he wants and then decide.
Oh, it's a marvelous trinket. A wondrously curious little toy from distant Lantan. What do they call it? Oh, yes, a telescope, of all things. Oh, it's a misleading name for such an interestingly crafted artifact. A golden extra far seer would have suited its craftsmanship so much better. There's not another like it this side of the trackless sea. Most gnomes have a fixation of sorts, but I don't share the love of gems that possesses my kin. I prefer the feel of metal and the intricacies of the mechanical. Not that I necessarily understand the function, but it's not right for such an item to be locked away regardless. It was meant to be used and to be held by loving hands. And if those hands just happen to be mine, well, all the better. The telethingy is on display in the Hall of Wonders. But in the possession of anyone else, it might be purchasable. No doubt you know what the Hall of Wonders is, an extension of the High House, the Temple to Gond. Being the god of artifice and invention, his followers take to revering mechanical devices, and will not part with any original at any price. It's not as though they can make proper use of such things, keeping them behind locked doors where loving hands cannot explore their subtleties. The Telewatsit was made to be used, not worshipped. It must be in the hands of someone who can truly appreciate it. Not to be immodest, but that someone is me. I suppose I might buy a replica, but would you wish a copy of a diamond? It's just not the same. You would be advised to lower your standards before they land you in prison. The Hall of Wonders is nigh invulnerable, a veritable fortress. I'll not risk my good name on such a foolhardy task. Certainly a difficult task, you windy little man, but I will accept the challenge. Or 500 gold for all that? That's not a bad offer, but I think you could do better. So, shall we go for this? Do we think, is this a little rich for our blood? Maybe Tyr isn't going to like us stealing this telescope from Gond's temple. Gon might not like it either, actually. Come to think of it, we already have one god who's presumably mad at us, even if we have two who are on our side. So
so far 2-1. Do we want to make it 2-2? Okay, I see how it is. All right, you're gonna make our fine if tipsy justice boy. You're gonna make him do something terrible. Okay, well we're gonna at least get paid for it.
Well, it's a risky venture, I'll grant you that. Perhaps I can sweeten the prospect a little. I'll add a magical item from my personal collection. It would be difficult to part with one of my treasures, but definitely worth it. Will it suffice for you?
Okay. I think that'll do it. Oh, yes. Yeah, Emma's gonna do it. Okay, fair. All right, we'll take it.
Wonderful. Oh, this is so bad of me. Well, I shall leave you to your preparations. It will certainly be a test of your mettle entering the hall. I imagine an experienced roustabout such as yourself will case the joint thoroughly, eh? Get the guard schedule down and all that. Oh, if only I could be a part of it. It's thrilling like the songs of legend. I'll meet you back here once the burglary is announced. Oh, it's too much fun.
Okay. Well, there we go. We have agreed to steal a telescope. Could get us into all kinds of fun trouble. Y'all are naughty.
You have but to ask.
Get unstuck. Come over here. There it is. I'm not sure if that's Sertamok, Kirtamok. I don't know if it's a hard C or a soft C. Oh, some ruffians. Oh. Ruffians. A merchant. Lady. Aleth Elendara. Lady.
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
I love that lady is in quotation marks.
Hello, pal.
Can I help you, friend? If not, please do not hesitate to get out of my face. You're interrupting my fun.
Okay. What about you? Anything interesting to say?
Something you require?
Good eve to you. I am Aleth, the owner and proprietor. I trust the elf song will fit your needs, whatever they should be. I should be wary of the clientele, if I were you. Everyone is quite on edge of late.
Oh, I have nothing to fear from this rabble. They will find themselves on my edge for any threat posed. Or why should melancholy be so pervasive here? Is there not an ill feeling throughout the coast? Apart from looking a little haggard, everyone seems quite ordinary. What have I to fear here? This one seems a little more dramatic.
We have lost more than the average citizen. We have lost the lady. Often we are blessed by a strange phantom voice. It is an elvish maiden lamenting a lost love drowned at sea. Her voice is quite beautiful, and the reason I purchased this establishment in the first place. She has not uttered a note for nigh unto several 10 days. Surely it is an omen of sorts, though I cannot say of what. I would have thought the economic troubles of the land too paltry to affect the concerns of the dead, but matters are often more complicated than they seem. I suppose they are often simpler as well, though that truth does not support my argument quite as well. Forget I mentioned it. Enjoy your stay. So yeah, she is the owner, and that's one of the reasons this place is called the Elf Song Tavern, is because there is a ghost here, an elven ghost, who she sings, and you can hear it throughout the tavern.
I've got the best prices this side of Cormier.
All right, what you got? A shield amulet. Ooh, another protector amulet. The One Gift Lost, a necklace of missiles. The naming of this necklace originates from its only owner, Ikaida Morneve, who quested to regain his kidnapped daughter. Not many would help the determined father, but a kind and generous mage bestowed this item on him to aid his cause. Alas, the necklace was lost when Ikaida dropped it into the Immerflow River while fending off bandits upon a suspension bridge. Fortunately, it is rumored that the item was not needed to reunite the family once again. Nice. Rings of Infravision, protection scrolls. Cool. We don't need anything from you, but it's nice that there is a shop in here.
You have but to ask.
Well, that's pretty much it.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
The only thing left is Niklos. So, what do you think? This is where we're going to leave it, I think. We've gotten to explore quite a bit of Baldur's Gate, even though we also have only got to explore a little bit of Baldur's Gate. There is so much more. Oh! See that instantly? It just turned to night because it ticked over. Wow. Okay, that was very abrupt. Well, with that, yeah, we'll leave it here. We've got a lot more of Baldur's Gate to explore, and that's what we will be doing all of next stream. There is plenty of that to do. So, you tell me, should we take Niklos up on his offer to go and see his boss? What does he want? What does his boss want that he's willing to pay to talk to us? And why are you standing so close to the Thieves Guild? This mystery and more we will address next time. Be sure to hit me up on Twitter or leave your preference in the YouTube comments. Let us know, should we talk to Nicholas and go see his boss or not before we move on with the rest of Baldur's Gate. And I will be back with the next episode, the next stream, next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, here on Twitch or on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, then I will try to upload it the day after, as usual. And until then, you can tide yourself over with more of The Legend of Dragoon on Monday, as Specific Pixel continues that. We just got to Lohan, so that means that there is a lot of wonderful new stuff to explore. And if you haven't seen that game or been following that series, you definitely should. Thursday, I'm hoping to be back with Titan Quest, but it's looking like I may need some more time because I am having to play through all of Epic difficulty in order to actually unlock Eternal Embers, because it is behind the paywall of Legendary difficulty. Your character has to be on Legendary in order to play. So I may get there, I may not. If I don't, then I will make an announcement, and you can find that on Twitter, and we'll do something else on Thursday. Maybe I'll find a shorter game to do a one-shot of in the meantime, and we'll see what that is. If you have any suggestions, anything that you want to see played, then by all means, let me know.
Is getting antsy. If we be adventurers, let us adventure.
Fair enough, Minsk. Well, that puts a pin in it, and I'll see y'all next time. Until then, as always, thanks for playing.